Welcome to the Explainer. All right, if you're a new parent, you probably have about a million questions running through your mind. Today, we're going to tackle one of them, child circumcision. We're going to break down the what, the why, and what to expect so you can feel confident about the whole thing. So let's just dive right into the question that probably brought you here. You've noticed that your baby boy's foreskin isn't retracting and it's making you a little nervous. That's a super common worry, but trust me, having the right info is going to make you feel a whole lot better.
First things first, and I really want this to sink in, you are not alone. Not even close. What you're seeing is an extremely common and totally normal situation for newborn boys.
Just how common are we talking? Well, the numbers speak for themselves. About 9 out of every 10 baby boys are born with a foreskin that doesn't pull back. So from day one, this is actually the standard, not the exception. So what do you need to do about it? Well, in most cases, nothing. The foreskin is actually designed to separate all on its own over time. All it takes is some gentle cleaning during bath time, and this whole process usually sorts itself out by the time your little guy is about 4 years old. Okay, so if it's so common and usually resolves itself, when does this switch from being a normal part of growing up to something you actually need to be concerned about? Let's look at the timeline. At birth, the foreskin is attached, as it should be. Over the next few years, with just that normal, gentle cleaning, it should start to loosen up. The real milestone to keep in your head is age 4. If it's still not retracting by then, that's the perfect time to just have a chat with your doctor. And the reason you have that chat is to get ahead of any potential issues down the road. You see, if it doesn't get resolved, it can lead to things like pain when urinating, a bigger risk of infections, or ongoing swelling. So, if your doctor determines there's a medical need, they might bring up a very common and very straightforward procedure, circumcision. So, what exactly is it? Well, it's a very routine, minor surgical procedure. All it means is that a doctor simply removes the foreskin, that little layer of skin that's causing the problem in the first place. I know, the word surgery can sound really scary, especially when it's for your child. But it's so important to know that the procedure itself is incredibly quick. We're usually talking about just 15 to 20 minutes, from start to finish. The whole process is really pretty simple. First, the foreskin is removed. After that, a small protective ring is placed over the area. Now, you don't have to do anything with this ring. It's designed to fall off all by itself in about 5 days. From there, the body just takes over and heals, and the whole area is usually completely better within 10 to 12 days. All right, so the procedure is quick. But what about when you get home? Well, the care you provide afterwards is super important, and it's really the key to making sure the recovery is as smooth and easy as possible. The aftercare really just comes down to a few simple do's and don'ts. The number one rule is to keep the area dry. And please, use only the powder your doctor gives you, no other random creams or lotions. And of course, make sure you follow any advice they give you about food, like maybe avoiding sour things that could cause some itching.
So during that healing time, it really helps to know what's normal and what's not. Let's go over the key things to watch for so you know when everything is going just fine and when it's time to give the doctor a call.
Okay, so it's totally normal to see a little bit of a yellow discharge. That's just a sign the body is healing, so don't be alarmed by that at all. But here's what you do need to look out for. Any active bleeding or any swelling that seems to be getting worse instead of better. If you see either of those things, that's your cue to contact your doctor right away.
And honestly, this might be the most important piece of advice in this entire explainer. You're probably going to get a lot of well-meaning tips from friends, family, the internet, you name it. Please, just set all of that aside. The only advice you need to follow is the specific guidance from your child's doctor. That's it.
Look, any medical procedure for your kid can feel overwhelming. But hopefully by understanding that this is a common thing, that the procedure is quick, and the aftercare is straightforward, some of that fear can be replaced with confidence. Because having the right information is the absolute first step in giving your child the best care possible.